Fern.
Yo.
Papa Fern, back in the Mills Lab before and after. We got Army Amy here. We got IT Gen High Energy, bringing some high energy to the channel. This video is sponsored by Cal Lutheran Veteran Resources Office. Make sure to like the page. Jen, we're on the road to 500 likes.
500.
If you guys have not liked our Cal Lutheran Veteran Resources page on Facebook, check out the link below. We got Papa Fern here, you know, Corpsman Fern.
What up?
The one and only HM2 for life.
For life.
No, officially for life. You ain't never making first now, bro.
Nah.
It was a dream though.
One time.
Perfect segue. That was a perfect segue into why is it so hard to make rank as a corpsman? And I thought, you know, what better person to talk on that than Papa Fern.
Oh.
Is it the overmanning? Is it the, I guess, what would you say?
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of different factors to it, and my corpsman brothers and sisters will attest to that.
Right.
I mean, a lot of it is overmanning. A lot of it is being book smart. I mean, when you're green the whole time, you don't know nothing about the blue. When you're blue the whole time, you don't know much about green. And I feel like I'm not as old school as some folks, but definitely when I went through,
right,
still old school.
Well, what I always hear is corpsman advancement rate for, you know, the cycles is like, I'm hearing 5% advancement rate to E5, like 3% advancement rate to E6. Like, for example, then for my job, 25% advancement rate, 30%.
And for us, 6.7 was good.
6% was good.
6.7, maybe 7.
Holy freaking
Not really.
cow.
I mean, really, it wasn't.
And there's so many different types of corpsman jobs. There's so many different designations.
Yeah.
Pharmacist. I mean, I think the last corpsman I talked to, he was like, there's like 40 different things you can do as a corpsman.
Well, there's a lot of specialties.
Specialties. So. There's a lot of different specialties.
Like, I was a surgical tech, and I was also FMF, so... I mean, those are just 2 specialties, but there's plenty of them out there.
And the test is cumulative, huh?
Yeah.
The corpsman test is, it's not just, you get into your specialty, and then that's what you focus on.
Well, sometimes. Even the dental techs, like,
right,
when they made their transition over, when they lost their little D, and they became corpsmen, they had to learn corpsman stuff just as much as we had to learn dental stuff. And, you know, that's when all the rates started coming together, but... I mean, it makes sense, but dental techs might attest to it too, that they're their own world too. Right. So it's really hard to get back and forth in between them, but that's what the Navy moved to.
The people that you saw making rank quick as a corpsman, was it just an anomaly? Help me out here.
I can't, because I'm right there with you.
Is that an anomaly?
Not really.
I keep thinking Finding Nemo.
Some people are really book smart and they just know the stuff. And like, for instance, when I put on second, I was going through surgical tech school, and that test, for whatever reason, had a lot of surgical tech stuff on it. And it was perfect because I was in school during it, and I mean, I made second. But it really there's guidelines. They tell you what to study. It's just a lot of information.
Now, do evals, if you get an EP, if you guys don't know what EP is, the eval system, you have like EP, MP, P, NP, non-promotable. If you get the highest eval EP, does that really help you as a corpsman?
They do.
Is that kind of like, I know for my rate, if I got an EP, I was like #1 EP, it was like, dang, I just had to do decent on the test, and I would make rank.
When the Navy, they transitioned to that too, where your eval started making a big impact on it, and having a really good eval was more points, which was great. But they took away your good conduct, like your time and rate stuff. So that was bad too, because when you have these ribbons and all these awards, and some of them are points, some of them didn't count as points, and then you max out.
And time and service.
True, but at that certain point, evals actually were huge. Some of it was like 20 points, and it was great. So having an EP is great, and really that's where you turn to your mentors and you talk to them and say, hey, what do I need to maintain this? What do I need to be competitive? Because that's the main thing, is being competitive. Or you could be like me and max out on points and just be crappy on the test. And
right now, some good
that's about it.
things. Some good things of what I've been hearing about the Navy now is that they're taking away like they're making it more of an incentive to learn like in-rate stuff, because you would have those people that would just volunteer and take all these college courses, but they would suck at their job.
But that was the thing too.
You know,
for my guys at least, whenever they asked for college, it was one of those things they had to get their stuff signed off, and like you have to know your job before you can be asking for school, and that's great because we encourage school, but you got to know your darn job too.
So now there's a higher incentive now to have in-rate knowledge and like NKO, Navy knowledge type courses.
So
which is higher
NKOs don't exist anymore apparently.
Or e-learning.
It's got this new deal.
E-learning.
Yeah. So
whatever.
I only got out 2 years ago, and so much has changed. So basically,
2 years,
the biggest thing is keep up with the times.
Keep up with the times, man.
So
and now I guess going green side, it's easier to make rank now and get experience going blue side because not much is if you want, I don't know, this is what I heard from my friend Nikki, who's a corpsman. He's going through IDC school. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to be an independent duty corpsman.
Is he going surface? Is he going, like,
I don't know,
a bunch of different routes when you go IDC.
Right. I know he's, like, been in IDC school for a while, which is pretty tough, what I've heard.
I don't know too much about it, but it's
back, like, during the surge, like, when you were in during the surge, whatever, if you went green side, you were able to maybe make rank faster.
Well, I mean, they were doing field promotions and stuff like that, and then all that stuff is really random too.
But now it's slowed down a lot.
It's slowed down because op tempo slowed down.
We're all pulling out, so now people are saying if you go if you go ship, blue side, you want to get deployed out on a ship to help.
So it just worked out. A month before I got out, they came up with that mapping program, the MAP, where meritorious promotion, and before they said it was only for sea duty folks, and so I ended up getting out. I put it out there to my career counselors, yada yada yada. I got the lip service that they didn't do it for short people, and that's fine. I get it, but people got promoted, so there's that route too. It's just really difficult for corpsmen just because, yes, manning, it's 110%, so our quotas are really low, and there's not enough for us to spread out. A lot of the guys either stay in or they make rank and then they get out.
Right.
And then it's like, well, that rank has already been filled, so now what about the people that need it?
So overall, it's like some things up here, it's highly competitive.
Really,
being a corpsman.
Yeah, do your research, keep up with the times, make sure you're competitive. And those are the biggest things that'll get you your nice eval, your nice little cute EP, whatever. But really, know your job and know your rate and study everything. Have a system.
Right, so that's great, man. Thank you as always, man, to be on the series. What's about before and after? We got Army Amy here, closing it out strong. We got IT Jen.
Good night.
Over in the corner. Jen, we need an IT video from you. We need what other rates can you talk about? I do like a Navy jobs thing. We can do like, is there like ET maybe, or what other rate is close to IT?
ET, IC.
That you'd be able to touch on? IC?
Sure.
ET? Like I can talk about, like as an AM I can talk about like ATs, ADs, AZs. So I don't know, maybe if there's,
CTs.
So maybe we can get some Navy job, CTs potentially.
Oh, I was married to a gunner's mate.
Married to a GM. Oh,
Previously.
Previously GM though. So you can talk about GM.
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
That'd be great. People have been dying for a GM video.
I should FaceTime man my ex.
Oh my god.
That's not weird. That's not weird.
God.
That's not weird.
That's not weird. No, alright, so potential gunners maybe
He's probably down.
Maybe IC.
Maybe.
ET.
Barely.
CT.
Yeah. See, I was also married to a CT. So. Men
we
in uniform.
We
Not
have
allowed to date them anymore.
We have some good experience from Jen. She can bring you guys some awesome content in the future. We'll have some new military before episodes featuring IT Jen.
And her ex-husbands.
And her ex-husbands. And Army Amy. Oh god, this is good times. Fern, anything for corpsmen that you can talk about? Any other, or just corpsmen? Like I said, Yeah, no, probably not. As a corpsman, there's so many other specialties that you only know other corpsman specialties.
Yeah.
Funny. Imagine that. But yeah, man, huge rate, very proud tradition with the corpsman. Much respect. See you soon, brand new videos almost every day. Check out the Cal Lutheran Facebook page. This video is sponsored by Cal Lutheran Veteran Resources Office. Come on. Peace. We made it over 10 minutes. I can throw on multiple ads. I can make $5 now instead of $3.
$5 holla.
$5 Filipino Mafia, big.